You are listening to 3 for the Road podcast. Welcome back for 3 for the Road. I am James, along here with Mr.
Rocky.
I know, it's kind of hard. The camera switched on the other side. And of course, his buddy. What'd you call yourself?
Rich.
Oh, Rich. I thought you said bitch. I was like, what the fuck? Dude, come on, man. There's some. Be proud of yourself. All right. Anyway, Rich, thank you for being here. I'm curious to see what you're going to say about UFC. We're going to have to overmic that. I can't even talk right now. I'm having a stroke right now. All right, so let's talk about UFC 287. Alex versus Israel. So what do you think about that, Rocky? Fuck again. Okay, I'm sorry. I keep doing this every time. We have our video engineer.
Hello. Also James Austin.
Yeah, there you go. All right, and he's free, so we don't pay for him. All right, just make sure you keep switching the camera to the right person this time. I think the last video we did, like 15 minutes. 15 minutes was something else. I'm like,
this is James is picking his nose, right? Yawning.
Drinking Bud Light. Okay, anyway, so Rocky, what do you think about Alex and Israel?
It was a crazy ending. I wasn't expecting it to end in round 2. That was like the disappointing part. I would have loved it, even though he probably could have got knocked out later on in the fight. It was just short and sweet, unfortunately.
2 rounds.
Yeah, only 2 rounds. But Israel
did you see the fight?
I didn't see the fight, man. I seen the one before it. I seen it though, but
yeah.
Now we actually live streamed this one though.
We did.
We forgot to say that. Yeah, we did live stream it. We did have a pretty good, decent turnout. A lot of chats going on. And it wasn't my mom this time chatting with us. It was actually people in there doing that. But I think it came out very successful. Now, what I thought about the match was, like you said, fast, second round, caught him. Now, do you think if he didn't catch him right there at the point, would he have won the fight? Israel would have won.
I say most likely. I think he had him figured out, just waiting for that moment to take advantage of the opportunity. Because, I mean, Alex does have a soft chin at times. Like, because Izzy in the first meetup in UFC, he rocked him in that first round at the very end. And then one little sucker punch towards the end, unfortunately. But Alex showed that his chin isn't made of stone, although his hands might be, right, from his nickname. But Alex does have a weakness, and, I mean, it's headshots for sure with some power. And Israel knew that he just had to capture that moment and the opportunity and take advantage of it. And he did.
I don't know. He just went to sleep right away. Just fell back, and that was it.
Yeah.
So, what do you think is next for Israel? Because this is the middleweight belt here.
This is middleweight at 185, right?
Yeah, and then we go to the rankings. Put us on the board, James. If we go to middleweight, let's see here. Here we go. We got Robert Whittaker, Marvin. And let's see. So of all these, who do you think? What about Duplessis as well? Ranked number 6.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
So from what I've seen, I think Hamza's moving up to middleweight. I heard rumors that he might be fighting Paulo Acosta. So I think in the meantime, Israel might fight. I don't know. I feel like he's ran through these people already. That's like the boring part for Israel. Like, there's nobody else.
Yeah, and then I heard Alex is moving up to light heavyweight, isn't he? I mean, that's what I read, that he was going to move up.
Yeah, so Alex is moving up. And Jamal Hill's already talking shit to him. But, so, with Alex leaving the division, Israel's kind of like just super dominant. I don't know who's going to give him a hard time. I really don't know. Unless Hamza moves up, that would be pretty interesting. But Hamza has to go fight at least one top 5 contender.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, how come they're not talking about a third match with these guys? I mean, why isn't Israel won? I mean, Alex won, Israel went second, and then how come there's not a third one?
I don't know. I'm surprised that Alex has said, all right, moving up to 205. Like, this is pretty easy, too. Like, as if he won the fight, you know? And
Like, I don't get that either. Why did he decide to move up to light heavyweight and say, you know what, let me try this one more time? Because I beat this guy, 3 times already?
Yeah.
And, I mean, yes, he got me this time, but it doesn't mean, like, it doesn't put those 3 wins to nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for him, he's already done with Israel, which is kind of weird because of that ending. Had it been like a really close fight, then I would understand more, as to why he's making the move and everything. But he's just like, all right, I'm done here. Got my ass knocked out in the second round. On to the next one. But, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens to the light heavyweight. Because Yuri's out, which is unfortunate. I don't know how long he's going to be out for. I think it was like a year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So Jamal Hill, I mean, he could face Alex. That'd be pretty cool because Alex is on that fast upswing anyways because he came from a champion status in the middleweight. So he could do that, right? So Israel, I don't know. I feel like he's on a lonely island right now. Like, not too much competition for him. He's been through it already.
Yes.
He's such an active champion. Like, he's always fighting, like, at least 2 times a year. But, yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'm not too sure. I don't know who's next.
All right. Now we got the co-main event was Gilbert Burns and Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah.
Did you said you saw that one?
I didn't get to see that one either, but, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting tired of seeing my boy here, Masvidal, man. I always want to see him win, and lost again, huh?
Did you think he was going to come out and do it?
I hoped. I didn't think. I just want to see him for his sake. He's been getting his ass whooped the last, 2-3 years?
Yeah, but he's been doing some wins. So let's just make sure. Let's just take a look at his record. Put us on the board, James. Let's see. Let's see his fight history. Kobe Covington. He lost that in 2022. And then before, Usman. Okay, yeah, I guess you're right. It's been a year since I think he fought.
He had his opportunity to become a champ, and he didn't take advantage of it.
Well, wasn't he a champ before?
Masvidal? No, he was never a champ.
Oh, he was a BMF.
That doesn't count. That's a WWE thing to do, bro. You had The Rock bring it out, all right?
Hey, still, he's the best motherfucker right now, so... I mean, nobody's taking his belt away.
He has his belt. He can keep that belt. And no one wants it. But it's upsetting to see Jorge go out like that. It was just... There wasn't much dog in that fight, I felt like.
No, it wasn't. And I mean, tell you, to be honest, I don't remember much of the last 2 fights. I think I was drinking too much during those things. But the co-main event was pretty much my excitement. That's the match that I wanted to see. And because Jorge, man, he was like talking up a big game. And I mean, not to say that he didn't back it up, but I mean, he was really, selling the fight. And I was on the bandwagon with him. Like, yeah. I mean, my pick, of course, was Gilbert Burns to win. But when Jorge was talking, I'm like, man, this guy, going back to his Miami days and shit like that. I mean, I was cheering for him.
Talking about his journey in the past 20 years, fighting in backyards and Kimbo Slice, bringing him into the UFC and stuff like that, and then
hey, it worked.
Yeah,
it worked. I mean,
he sold it though. He sold the hell out of the fight.
And,
but Gilbert had his fight the whole time. He ran the whole thing.
And I mean, that's what really gets people or fighters on the card is when they sell their fight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next we have performance of the night, which is Rob Font against Adrian Yanez.
Yeah.
And first round knockout.
Yeah, Adrian got caught. I was so disappointed. I wanted him to be an up and coming. He's kind of like I call him a rookie only because of the card collection, right? He still has his rookie cards coming out. Is whenever they reach a certain status of success in the UFC, they get entered into the whole card collecting business. And I have a few of his cards, and it's disappointing.
Okay, I have a Brock Lesnar card. You want to trade?
No.
You want to trade with
Brock Lesnar has good value still, though, even though he's nothing in the UFC right now.
Hey, but he sells.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Adrian was number 12. Rob Font was not ranked, so let's go to the bantamweight ranks, and let's see if he even ranked him yet. I don't think so if he's not on there. Bantamweight. What was his name again? See, it was number 12. No, Rob Font, right? Oh, yeah, number 6.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, that was just his entry into the top 10. I don't know why they don't have him listed right there.
I know. I'm like, that's caught me off guard.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's up there. I don't know if they moved him up or we're just looking at too late. All right, so now we got Kevin Holland versus Santiago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember this one. I think we're messing with the audio. I think of the
yeah, the audio fucked up around that time. But Kevin ran his game the whole time, and got that TKO. So
third round, man, he almost didn't make it there. Let's see. Oh,
3 minutes and 16. Yeah.
And then Raul Rosas against Christian Rodriguez.
Yeah.
This was your man.
I was hoping he'd win. Man. It's cool to see some kid come up from Mexico too, of all places, and he dominantly wins his first UFC fight, and then the second fight he gets, he's on the main card, the first fight of the main card, and then he just exhausts himself in the first couple minutes of that fight, chasing to get this certain like dominant position. Could never really secure that position, and just forever chasing that. And then we go into the second and third round, and he's already burnt out.
He was like the second round came out, he was done. Like just put a fork in him. It was like done already. Like he couldn't do much after that. But I still was, I was a fan. Just like you said, 18 Mexico and won his first match, and I was still going. I mean, not really. Everybody thought that he was just going to take Kristen out like nothing.
Yeah.
Like it was going to happen. And even Kristen said it. Like everybody thought I was just, just a stepping stone for him or something. But he was able to last all those rounds with him. But again, Kristen didn't finish the fight or whatever. Like he didn't knock him out or submit him or anything. Raul still lasted those 3 rounds with him, 15 minutes in there with him.
Yeah, he just needs to learn some more like discipline and like playing the long game, because not every fight's going to be a short fight,
Yeah.
I think he was already had his eye on the championship belt, and he's trying to get there as fast as he can by ending these fights quick to show the matchmakers, right, Dana White and the people in the background who line these up, that he needs people in higher rank to get there, right? He was trying to be on that fast track. But it doesn't work like that, especially if you're just 18 years old. Like, it's a little bit different. He doesn't come from, like so many years of experience in fighting, like, in LFA or just other organizations, right? And being the champ there, he kind of, like, ran through what he had to run through, got on the Contender Series, I believe, and then got in immediately. Which is cool, but you got to learn. Experience does matter. And he's only 18. But he doesn't have a bright future. Hopefully he can recover and just have more discipline in the way he fights.
God damn, that was a lot. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that. The last one we'll probably talk about is Chris versus Kelvin.
Yeah.
Curtis was pretty much crying about how he got a headbutt from Kelvin and it really threw him off his game and he wasn't able to do much. I think it was the second round or something like that.
I think so.
And it kind of like he was saying, like he said he got knocked out for like a second or something, but he came back and he was trying to compose himself, and he was pissed that they didn't stop or get like a point or whatever for the headbutt.
Yeah, but Kelvin was moving around a whole lot more than Chris was. He was just going in, doing his combos, moving out. Because Chris has some haymakers, man. That guy's a big boy and muscular as hell. Always poses like a statue when he's getting ready to weigh in and shit like that, right? Like a little show off, entertainment kind of guy. And Kelvin, the buddy you had come over when you were asking him who's gonna win this one, he was looking by the looks, and I mean Kelvin looks like he has a dad bod, a muscular dad bod.
Yeah, he did.
And Chris Curtis is built like a statue, and he's like, oh no, Chris got it, right?
Yeah,
but this is by the looks, right? Kelvin looks a little ran through. But Kelvin was just doing his regular game, just being more active, moving around a whole lot more, and landing those shots. And Chris he couldn't do his combos at all. He was kind of like chasing whatever Kelvin would give him, but it wasn't much.
Yeah, that was my buddy Rick.
Yeah, Rick.
Yeah. Now, did you see this thing with Sterling and Rojas? What was going on with them?
No.
Well, apparently, Rojas said that he could beat Sterling, or he beat him during I guess the not grappling, like I guess when they train.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then of course it was a lie. So he got pretty much sad. So then Sterling said, hey, he called Rojas and said, hey, let's get together and let's talk about this. And then, of course, Rojas apologized. And then Sterling invited Rojas to train with them. And apparently he's trying to get him on his camp now, Sterling, to get Rojas on his camp. And they just kept talking from there. You didn't see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Let me play a little clip real quick. Let's see this.
That's interesting.
Talking to Raul was cool.
You drank that fucker fast, didn't you?
I drink pretty fast.
I thought I was bad. Shit. I was thinking of drinking my beer quicker. I'm like, I could compete with you like that. Like,
You need a straw?
Oh.
You know, one night.
damn, like he's talking to you, man.
No.
Oh man.
That shit's funny, bro. But like, did you hear how much sales they lost? How much money they
Are
lost?
they losing a lot of money?
$4 billion already just on that
Wow.
campaign. $4 billion. I'm like, fuck.
Damn.
What the?
Cut that out.
Now, I'm pretty sure that marketing team or the marketing guy is probably out. I'm pretty sure they fired that fucker by now already. I'm like, damn. Well, anyways, I just wanted to show you that about Raul Rojas. And I think Sterling was more talking to him about, hey, you got to, like you said, it's not a marathon. You can't just go in and go quick. And your training, you got to get some cardio in there. And, I mean, come on, if you couldn't even last the first round, he needed to build up his cardio a lot.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Hopefully he adds more different perspectives into his game in his training camps, because I don't know what he comes out of, like from the Mexico side of things, but now I believe he trains here in the United States now, but it's always good to change it up to find someone that's going to pick out your weaknesses and help you grow those, because I mean, he came in with the idea that he's going to just get to that guy's back at some point and kept on chasing, whether it's just like his adolescence and his thinking or whatever, and maybe he didn't listen to his coaches, or his coaches had his back on whatever he thought was right, and it was just a bad decision because he couldn't be a top 10 person, because Christian's not top 10, and Christian had his way the whole time. And
the good thing is, I mean, like I said, Rojas is 18, so he has a lot to learn, and he has a lot of time to learn all that. So hopefully I'm sure he's going to want to come back, and the company's going to want him. UFC's probably come back for one more match, and I say one more, but another match soon. Hopefully, he gives them like these 6 months to train.
Yeah,
get a good training camp in there, and then go from there and just keep learning. But I'm a fan of his, and I think he's going to do great, especially when he's 18 years old. Come on.
That's just raw talent that got him to where he's at right now.
Yeah.
Now, not building the experience and the skill sets of what he's going to be learning and picking up from different people that are in top of the game right now. That's huge. It's only going to add more value to his craft. So that's exciting.
All right. Let's go with the Alex Holloway fight. Let's see. That one just last night. And you saw pretty much some of the previews of it. And let's go with the lineup. Now, I actually saw the card. And I actually saw it today, in fact.
So
the first
Clay Guida, I love the guy, but I wish he did retire.
He looked like he did.
Dana White thought he was retiring. That's why they normally don't let the person who lost, unless it's like a championship fight, speak unless they're retiring. And Clay Guida acted like he was going to retire, so they allowed him to speak. And then he was like, "Mom, I just want to say happy birthday to you." And then Dana White after the fact is like, "I thought that was so fucking stupid." Like, he was so pissed off.
Because he took off his gloves, right, or something, and then Cormier said, "Oh,
he wanted to do a swap for the gloves with Garcia." Garcia just ran that fight the whole time. I don't know how many times Clay got hit with a straight jab to the face, but I mean,
he kept getting hit.
Probably set some record numbers for the UFC because that's how much Clay Guida just kept on running to the jabs. That was bad.
But again, Garcia couldn't finish the fight again. I mean, Guida has a chin, and he's a monster. He's a street fighter, or whatever. Like he couldn't finish him at all. I think even Clay tried to like take down Garcia, but it was just like nothing. Like, get away from me or something like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like he shouldn't even tried it.
Yeah, Clay has a hell of a chin, but Garcia just kept on playing his game, but I don't think it was meant to knock him out, just win the game or win the fight. I don't know if he has that in him. I couldn't tell you. I haven't watched Garcia too much, but he played the fight according to what Clay Guida was going to give him, and it was just more chasing him around, and he just kept on stepping back, throwing straight jabs, and Guida just ate him all.
Well, if we look at his last fight, Garcia, he won in December 2022, but lost in July. So, I mean, he's coming off a 1 win. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go back and see. Oh, look, they're all decisions. And even we go more. So, okay. He got a submission in April 2022.
I believe some of his wins are from submission, so it was kind of weird that he just stood up with them.
Yeah.
But I guess he respected and maybe was just aware that Clay has that wrestling background. And they were kind of like hyping it up too, or DC was, right? In the middle of the fight, saying how he always runs into Clay out and about in the wrestling world at tournaments.
Yeah.
And how Clay said, like, wrestling is life and stuff like that. But Clay didn't do any of that. He tried.
So, unfortunately, no, he did not.
He just got hit so many times in the head that by the time he was trying to go for a shot, it just was ineffective.
Yeah, he kept getting jab, 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 jab. I'm like, dude, pick up your fucking hands or something.
Mm-hmm.
But Garcia gave him a lot of respect at the end. You could tell he was a fan of Guida's, and like he was just really. I mean, I think he was honored that he fought Guida too. At the same time, it looked like.
Yeah, he's a legend. He's for sure a legend. And I think now he has the record for the most fights in the UFC. Yeah, 58 now, I guess, or 57.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm like, wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, that was funny. Pedro Munoz and Chris Gutierrez.
Mm-hmm.
That was a super technical fight. I saw a good portion of that, and I heard the crowd booing at one point.
That was towards the end of like the last round or something, I think.
But they were just super technical because I believe it. Which one is it? I forgot. I think it's Gutierrez. He's very like just wild. Like he could throw some like.
Well, he throws a lot of fakes and all this stuff, but it really didn't. It didn't do much. It didn't do anything.
Pedro respected it though. Like so, Gutierrez kind of land what he wanted to, you know, and his little trickery and the spin kicks and stuff like that. And Munoz he's very powerful when he lands, and also really quick too. And it was a close, like it was a good matchup, you know, to see battle it out. But
now, to me, I thought Pedro did good. I thought he pretty much dominated this card. Gutierrez did have. I can't even say that he really did much, because Pedro, I think, got him on the first round, knocked him down or something, and then on the third, something like that. But
yeah, he landed this hard punch. I forgot, it was like a right overhand or something. I forgot what it was. And then Chris falls, but then gets up really quick.
Yeah,
immediately. And then I'm not too sure how the third round. I think I missed the third round on this one.
Yeah, and I think if this is the one, hold on, let me see. I think he asked, or was it Barbosa? I know. I think it was Pedro who asked for. Let me go back to his fight card real quick. No, it wasn't him because he lost already. Okay. July 2nd. That was his last fight.
He was supposed to fight Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, in 2022.
Oh, he could not continue? What happened? It doesn't even say who won. But it has to be Sean.
Let's go to recap.
I forgot about that.
Oh, anyway, so shit. Watch replay. No, I guess we have that ESM Plus. I don't think I have it on here. I have it on my TV. Yeah, you gotta get Plus. All right, well, let's go back. Okay. And for this one, I think it was the right decision. Pedro had him. Now, next one we had Tanner versus Ion. And this one was the first round TKO. And this one was just embarrassing, I think. He got him good on this one. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, this guy. Did you see this one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this guy, the Hulk. Yeah, I think he's nicknamed the Hulk. He just fucking came in and just tore him through. First round, 2 minutes and 5 seconds. I mean, come on, that was just easy fight for him.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I got nothing more to say about that one. The next one, another light heavyweight. But I'm curious to see like how much more what's next for him. Because let's see, if we look at it, he lost 1, 2, 3, the last 3. Because he was saying he's back. And it was in November of 2022. That's pretty common to have like 6-7 month fight in between. Yeah. So, all right, I guess he's back. I'm curious to see what's going to happen more with him. All right, but he did a good performance. All right, so we got Dustin versus Azamat. And this was a decision, 3 rounds.
I missed that fight.
You missed that fight?
Yeah.
I don't remember the fight.
Next one.
Kobe. Jacoby. I think on this fight, I think Jacoby was winning the first. I don't know. Let's move on. All right, Barboza versus Billy right here. First round TKO KO. What do you think about that one? Well, hold on. You saw the fight.
Barboza, no, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I was watching that fight, yeah. I do a little bit too much, too, sometimes.
Was I here?
Okay, so I thought the other guy was doing good. I thought Billy was doing all right. I didn't think he was going to win, but I think he got kind of slipped up. Leaning in, looked like he was kind of falling down, I thought, when he ran into that Barboza's knee. I mean, he put up his knee, I'm not saying he ran into it, he put his knee up, but I think he got a little lucky on that because I think this Billy kid was going to put up a little fight for him.
Because it looked like when Billy was fighting or punching or something, his body was more down.
He leaned a little bit too much in.
Yeah. He leaned into his punches too much, like you said, and I think that's where Barboza just got him.
Yeah.
And it was ugly. He got him good.
Yeah, he fell asleep. Immediate.
And this one was a lot of kicks on this one. I think in the beginning there was a lot of kick. No, was it this one or somebody else? Oh, the Pedro Munoz. That was a lot of kicks.
Yeah,
that was a lot of kicks.
Yeah.
Okay. But this was a pretty easy fight to watch. I mean, because it didn't last too long. And man, what are your thoughts on this one?
Poor Billy, man. He was chasing that. He was chasing those heavy punches, leading into those punches too. And Barboza just saw the opportunity with that nice knee up the middle. Cause it looked like maybe Billy was in the shoot after he threw that little overhand on the right side, and he just ran it right into Barboza's knee. Like he was going against Barboza's knee, instant knockout. Barboza's very deadly, man. He's a killer.
Performance of the night too.
Yeah, Barboza's great. So, yeah, that's crazy. Poor Billy, man. Because he can knock out some people, man. He's tough. And, pull up his record really quick. His fight history is pretty solid.
You posting it up, James? We're going to look at his fight history, James.
I already got it.
Oh, you got it? All right, cool.
So, he beat Alex Hernandez recently. TKO, it was TKO. I remember that. I like Alex Hernandez a little bit because he trains out of the same organization my kids go to. And then he lost to Burgos.
Which was like a year. It was a year in between.
Mm-hmm. And then before then, he was winning. He had 3 fights in 2021.
He lost against this one.
Yeah, but he lost against that one, but he won the 2 prior to that.
Yep.
Or is that duplicates?
No, I fought twice, it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
it's a
it's the same
Yeah,
day.
duplicate, yeah.
Oh, we got to call UFC.
Yeah, fix your website. Pieces of shit. But he's solid, though. He's a really solid fighter. And, he didn't figure it out because Barboza put him to sleep.
All right, Jane, so you saw the ending of this one. So what did you think about this fight? Or what did you think about the ending, how this went?
Which one?
The Barboza with Billy. When Billy was coming at him, he had gray shorts on. Barboza had the yellow shorts. And then he caught him with a knee to his face.
Oh,
Oh, you don't remember that one?
No, I don't really.
Were you drinking too?
I think so.
Shit, man.
Fucking Bud Lights, man.
All right, last one we have Max Holloway versus Arnold. Oh,
Arnold.
I don't know why
Yeah.
I wasn't. I saw an L in between there. All right, Arnold. Did you see the whole fight or?
Saw most of it, and I was trying to wrap it up as we got here, but I'm not too sure which rounds were close. Do you remember which ones were close?
I think the last one it was pretty much Arnold. The last four, I could have maybe the first one was more for Arnold. First and fourth, second and third, it could have gone either way. But Max Holloway was just more. I guess his striking percentage was more than Allen. Everything from his legs, is like because Allen. I mean, Arnold threw so many punches and all that, but none of them didn't land.
Yeah. From what I saw, like I was mentioning when we got here, but like Max, he was like doing like a lot of like backing up and rotating, so not allowing Arnold to progress in his combos and when he's trying to punch or maybe go for a takedown. Who knows, right? But he couldn't progress into his fighting style, right? He had to reset and try to set up Max with those combos, but Max didn't allow it. He kept on backing up, rotating, throwing his combos or counter striking Arnold the entire time, and being more effective and more efficient in his landing, right? So,
but I think in the match in the middle of the ring, in the middle matches, the middle rounds, second and third, I think even he said, like, I'm waiting too long to strike. Because when Arnold would strike, I mean, he would go in there and he would land some good punches in there, even some good kicks. But it took him a long time. I mean, from one combo, it took like 2 or 3 minutes to get to the next one.
yeah.
And then the last round, he threw a lot of, he came out very strong, but it wasn't enough. He had a lot of time. He had a lot of time to do something, but he waited too long.
Dragged it out a little too long.
Yeah, exactly that.
Because I caught mostly the second half of the fight. And I don't know if I missed something in the beginning, but to me it looked like Max seemed like maybe he felt he had the win. So he was trying to secure it more than he was trying to fight. And you could tell Arnold was he knew he had to go prove that he was going to win if he was going to take this away.
Yeah.
And from what I saw, I thought Allen was winning the fight. It was mostly like the third, fourth. Fourth was kind of a toss-up. Fifth, he definitely gave a little more than Max. But like I said, it seemed like Max already knew something. And maybe everybody knew who watched the whole fight that he had this tucked away. He just had to make sure he didn't get knocked out. And that's what Allen looked like he was going for, a knockout.
Yeah, Max definitely looked like he was playing to win, though.
And Max, and I think in the interview, he even said something like that, like, he wasn't going to go all out right away or something.
Yeah.
So, but that was a good one. I mean, I like that card. I wish I saw it at the time, but I saw it today. But that was a pretty good card.